One of the top liberos from the recent World Championship, Milan Moník, finds himself in a position that speaks volumes on its own. What can we read from it? Well, yes, today's topic is the dig, but from a different perspective. We'll look at it through the lens of conditioning.
Since we're interested in the player's journey from early beginnings to the World Championship, let's set aside elite volleyball for a moment and look at youth training. What's the very first step when it comes to digging? A low stance, because without it, proper digging simply can't be learned. We use all sorts of tools to help, even something as simple as a volleyball net, anything that keeps the player low to the ground and prevents them from standing up straight.
So which muscles are primarily involved in maintaining a low defensive position? The knees and hips give slightly at the moment of contact, allowing the quadriceps and gluteal muscles to absorb the ball's force eccentrically. The calf muscles step in as the final shock absorbers, with slight plantar flexion and ankle stabilization guiding the direction of force. Meanwhile, the torso becomes a solid bridge. The abdominal muscles and spinal extensors work isometrically. The erector spinae and multifidi control the forward lean eccentrically, ensuring the torso doesn't collapse. So, a low stance obviously requires strong legs. That's why we offer a variety of exercises. Sometimes body weight is enough, younger players benefit from therabands, and older ones can use kettlebells or weights. Why this approach? Because we train primarily in the positions players actually find themselves in when digging in a real match.
Milan Moník, like most liberos, spends the majority of the match close to the ground, in constant, silent isometric tension. Remember, it's the very image we opened today's episode with. If he weren't physically prepared for that kind of work, his legs would be screaming. Or he simply wouldn't last in that position, and then he wouldn't be the player he is on the world stage. That's exactly why we offer a wide range of exercises to help young players follow in his footsteps. That's where boxes, poles, therabands, gym balls and weights come into play. We use whatever helps, for younger and older players, boys and girls alike, always sensibly and age appropriately. The approach to volleyball conditioning has changed significantly in recent years. It's no longer just about strength. It's also about injury prevention. And let's not forget stability, that quiet skill without which a player simply can't perform in moments when they have to stand on one leg.
And in the final stage, you'll see truly demanding exercises, the kind that require years of consistent and systematic conditioning. These aren't tricks you master overnight. They're the result of long-term dedication. And eventually, we meet once again with our familiar figure, Georg Gröser, a world-class player known for his disciplined and thorough approach to physical preparation.
And there's one more chapter of digging that deserves attention from a conditioning perspective: footwork, or what we call locomotion. From afar, it may seem like players are sprinting all over, but a closer look reveals the truth. Only 2 or 3 quick steps before the dig, and during the actual dig, the feet go quiet. The arms and torso take over, and that's exactly how it should be.
And that drill we just did with 2 steps in each direction, we now shorten it to just 1. Why? To make locomotion more closely resemble what really happens in the game. As you know, there's no time to spare. Once again, we turn to exercises that develop not only explosive power but also stability during this subtle yet decisive movement.
And since we keep talking about what the actual movement looks like when digging a hard spike, wouldn't it be fair to take a closer look? We're interested in lateral and forward steps. And what do we see? No heroic sprints, just a slight adjustment in stance, a tiny movement with enormous impact. That's how it goes in the game.
Before we let the legs rest and move on to the core and arms, let's stop at one more drill. First with 3, then 4 tennis balls. Why tennis balls? Because they're great for training the coordination between eyes, hands, and feet. After all, nothing in the game works in isolation.
Now let's move to the arms. Even here, the world of digging hard spikes has evolved, where once the forearm platform ruled, now players increasingly use goalkeeper-like reactions. We'll get to that. For now, the focus is simple: free the arms. They need to cover space in front of the body, to the sides, above, left, right, even overhead. Young players tend to immediately clasp their hands into platform position, and then they're surprised when they're too slow for balls flying high. So we need to break that automatic habit, maybe by having them hold something in their hands and drop it at the last second. Or yes, maybe even interrupt the habit with a resistance band that makes forming a platform physically uncomfortable. Brutal? Maybe. Effective? Definitely. We're not aiming for pain, just fast correction. So now the bad habit is gone, the arms are loose, and the goalkeeper principle is understood. Let's say it once more. A defender in the field must act like a goalkeeper. Whether it's floorball, handball, doesn't matter. What matters is the principle. Defend the space around you by any means necessary. That's why we use various types of balls in training. And in the end, of course, we return to the volleyball.
And one last detail. What if there's no time to even shoot an arm toward the ball? What if the only thing left is a reaction of the torso? A lean, a tilt, a sudden extension, a rapid shift in body position. That's not magic. That's readiness. And it doesn't come without proper conditioning of the right muscle groups. So once again, we start with the youngest, with exercises that quietly but consistently build all the key core muscles. From there, we progress to older players, where trunk rotations, so common in digging, become part of the training. And really, where else could we end this episode than with our trusted mentor, Georg Grozer?